Stoichiometry is really fun. Let's get started by looking at a balanced equation. 2 moles of hydrogen and 2 moles of oxygen react to form 2 moles of water. The molar mass of hydrogen is 2.02 grams per mole, for oxygen 32.00 grams per mole, and for water 18.02 grams per mole. Let's do this visually. Each piece will represent 1 mole of a type of atom. Since oxygen is diatomic, we'll need 2 blueberries to represent 1 mole of O2. We'll use cereal to represent hydrogen. We'll represent 2 moles of water using 2 blueberries and 4 pieces of cereal like this. Sort of. Now let's do the same reaction, but with limited and excess reactants. Our first task is to figure out which reagent is limited. We weigh out our reactants and find that we have 13.64 grams of hydrogen and 10.88 grams of oxygen. This means we have 6.75 moles of hydrogen and 3.40 moles of oxygen. Visually, we'll have about 3.4 of O2 and 6.75 of H2. We'll need to do stoichiometry to find out how much water we can make. Here's the calculation, starting with the grams of hydrogen, 13.64. We'll divide by the molar mass of hydrogen to cancel the grams, then the ratio of water to hydrogen, then multiply by the molar mass of water to get the grams of water made by 13.64 grams of hydrogen. We'll do the calculation again, but this time using grams, molar mass, and ratio of oxygen to water. We find out that hydrogen is limiting. Now we know how much water is produced. All the hydrogen is used, but how much oxygen is left over? Using stoichiometry again, we calculate that 13.64 grams of hydrogen uses 108.0 grams of oxygen. Since we started with 108.8 grams of oxygen, this means that 0.8 grams of oxygen is in excess, which is a tiny amount.
Can I have an oxygen? Can I have an oxygen? No?